When life gives you lemons, oh hell. There are two kinds of people in the world. People who say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And then there's me. My name is Olivia Tan, marketing manager, 30 years old, professional overthinker, occasional optimist, and someone who absolutely hates lemons. Not metaphorically. Literally. They're too sour. Too bitter. Too dramatic. One Monday morning, after my boss informed me that our biggest client had canceled a $1 million campaign, he smiled at the team and said, "Remember everyone. When life gives you lemons." Before he could finish, I muttered, "Oh hell, why need lemons?" The room went silent. Then I added, "Use oranges." My colleagues stared. One of them burst into laughter. Unfortunately. So did someone standing outside the meeting room. A stranger. He laughed so hard he nearly dropped the box he was carrying. Our eyes met. He smiled. I've never heard anyone declare war on lemons before. I folded my arms. They're overrated. He nodded thoughtfully. I think oranges would be offended if they knew they were second choice. That was the first time I met Adrian. I didn't know it then. But oranges were about to change my life. After the meeting, I found the same stranger in reception. He was arranging gift hampers filled with fruit. Mostly oranges. I blinked. You've got to be kidding me. He laughed. What? You actually sell oranges? I own the company delivering them. I stared. You're joking. No. My family's been importing citrus fruit for 3 generations. I couldn't stop laughing. This is ridiculous. I complain about lemons. And meet an orange businessman. He offered me one. Peace offering? I accepted it. It smells better than lemons. We're making progress. Before we complete the story, I hope you love what we have brought you. This story was created by Pearl. Please remember to subscribe and like so that we can continue to create more stories. A few days later we met again. Inside the office lift. He was carrying another box. I looked inside. More oranges? Always. What happens if you accidentally buy lemons? He pretended to shiver. We don't speak about such things. The lift suddenly stopped between floors. Silence. I sighed. Perfect. Adrian smiled. Don't worry. We have oranges. I laughed. Can oranges repair elevators? No. But they make waiting more cheerful. He peeled one. The sweet citrus smell filled the lift. I started laughing. I can't believe this is actually making me feel better. I told you. Never underestimate oranges. The following week Adrian appeared in our office cafe. He placed 2 drinks on the table. 1 lemonade. 1 fresh orange juice. Taste test. You planned this? Absolutely. I took 1 sip of the lemonade. Made a face. Sour. Then the orange juice. Oh. That's wonderful. He folded his arms triumphantly. I rest my case. You rigged this. I simply respected nature. Adrian believed every problem had a solution. I believed every solution created 3 new problems. He was spontaneous. I planned everything. He smiled at strangers. I barely smiled before coffee. One afternoon he asked, "What if today turns out amazing?" I answered, "What if it rains?" It might. So? We'll get wet. I stared. You make everything sound easy. He smiled. Because worrying has never stopped rain. Adrian invited me to his family's annual Orange Festival. I expected a small gathering. Instead, hundreds of people. Orange decorations. Orange desserts. Orange music? Well, not quite. His grandmother greeted me. So, you're the lemon girl. I buried my face. He told everyone? She laughed. He tells everyone. Anyway, 2 weeks before Christmas. A shipping delay threatened Adrian's biggest contract. His staff panicked. Customers complained. I expected him to fall apart. Instead, he smiled. I blinked. You're smiling? He nodded. When life gives you delays. I interrupted. You don't say lemons. Never. What then? We improvise. His team sourced fruit from local growers. Worked through the night. Every customer received their order, along with a handwritten apology. Not one contract was lost. Then it was my turn. My campaign failed. A client walked away. My confidence disappeared. I sat alone in the office one evening. Adrian quietly arrived. Without saying anything. He placed an orange beside my laptop. I looked up. Really? He nodded. No speeches. No motivational quotes. Just vitamin C. I laughed through my tears. You really think oranges solve everything? No. But they remind us. Tomorrow is another day. One evening I finally asked, why oranges? He became quiet. When I was 12. My father lost almost everything. Our business nearly collapsed. I asked Grandpa what we'd do. He smiled. And handed me an orange. He said. People think life gives lemons. Actually, life gives whatever it wants. Your job isn't to complain about the fruit. It's to decide what you'll do with it. I looked at him. So. The orange was never about oranges. He smiled. It was about choosing joy. 1 year later. Our families gathered for a charity gala supporting local food banks. I thought we were simply attending another fundraiser. Halfway through the evening, the host called us onto the stage. I looked at Adrian. What did you do? He grinned. Something slightly terrifying. The audience laughed. A table stood in the center of the stage. On it, one single lemon. The audience looked confused. Adrian picked it up. He smiled at me. The first time we met. You declared war on lemons. The audience laughed. You said. Oh hell. Why need lemons? Use oranges. Everyone laughed again. Adrian reached beneath the table. He placed a large basket overflowing with beautiful oranges beside the lonely lemon. You changed the way I think. You taught me that happiness doesn't come from waiting for perfect circumstances. It comes from deciding to laugh anyway. He picked up one orange, held it in his hand, then slowly knelt on one knee. The room became silent. Olivia. Life didn't give me lemons. It gave me delayed elevators. Cancelled meetings. Terrible traffic. Missed opportunities. And one wonderfully stubborn woman who believed oranges deserved more respect. The audience laughed through tears. He looked into my eyes. You've made every ordinary day extraordinary. So. I have one final question. He held out the ring. Will you spend the rest of your life choosing oranges with me? I laughed so hard I almost forgot to answer. You know. What? I was actually going to say yes. But only if we ban lemons from the wedding. The audience erupted. Adrian laughed until tears rolled down his face. Done. No lemon cake. No lemon drinks. No lemon decorations. I nodded. Excellent. Then. Yes. Absolutely yes. The audience stood and applauded. His grandmother shouted from the front row. I always knew the orange boy would find the right girl. My boss stood beside her laughing. I've officially stopped using the lemon speech. Everyone cheered. Epilogue. Years later, Adrian and Olivia became famous among their friends for one thing. Whenever someone complained about a difficult day, Olivia would grin and ask, so, what fruit did life give you today? Someone would answer, a lemon. She'd shake her head dramatically. Oh hell. Why need lemons? Adrian would hold up an orange. We've got plenty of these. The room would always burst into laughter. Their children grew up believing oranges were magical. Not because they solved problems, but because they reminded everyone that joy is a choice, laughter is contagious, and sometimes the best response to life's setbacks isn't to follow an old saying. It's to make up a better one. Because the happiest stories aren't about perfect lives. They're about people who look at life's sour moments, laugh together, and say, "Forget the lemons. Pass me an orange instead." The end. I hope you love what we brought you. This story was created by Pearl. Please remember to subscribe and like so that we can continue to create more stories.